Yo, 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 what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, all right? So in this video, what we're going to talk about is what I know happened to a lot of people today, fake outs, all right? Fake out breakouts. So what we're going to do is I'm going to break down why it is happening, okay? Now, this has come from my analysis and observation over time, over the years, right? I haven't heard of a, I haven't found a YouTube video that breaks it down like this. So make sure you guys watch this in its entirety because I'm gonna help you guys out. I'm gonna help y'all make more money. I'm gonna help you lose less money, and that ultimately makes you more money as well. All right. So nothing in this video is financial advice. Okay, if you want financial advice, go see a licensed financial advisor. Also, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. So when we're thinking about right, fake outs or breakouts, something that we have to understand is market structure and also candlestick structure. All right, the anatomy of a candlestick. If we don't understand the function of what market structure does and also what a candlestick is for, we're always going to get faked out. Okay? So first things first, yesterday we had FOMC. Very big day for data and all of that stuff, right? We gapped down today. It was definitely a tricky morning, right? Now, here's what happens. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the iPad out, and before we get into as like the lesson, this is a part of the lesson. But what I want to do is I want to break down the anatomy of these candlesticks in depth, so you guys can make sure, so we can make sure you guys are following along. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I got the iPad right here. Boom. All right, so we got the iPad right here, right? So what I'm gonna put right here is going to be, um, not market structure, candlestick. All right, right. So we got candlesticks, right? So what is the purpose, right? What's the purpose of these candlesticks? So let's say that we have a candlestick here, right? And then we have another candlestick um, right here, okay? And then like this. And then we have another candlestick that looks like this, all right? So when you understand what candlesticks, what the purpose is, it makes everything simpler, right? So all it is an area, right? An area that the stock has to test. Okay? Just that simple. This is how I look at it. This is my interpretation of it, right? So if I see one candle here, another candlestick here, and then another candlestick right here, I know that all of these, this whole area has been tested. Okay? This whole area has been tested. So it's less likely that we're going to get a pullback into this area, right? So, but let's say that I'm like, okay, let's say that we have a candlestick like this, and then we have another candlestick like this, right? Now, what this means is there's way more of an area that has not been tested. So what does that mean? If an area has not been tested, it is more likely, right, to pull back. All right? It's more likely to pull back. So remember, the bigger the candlesticks, the more likely there's going to be a pullback. All right? The smaller the candlesticks, the more likely that area has been tested. So then we can start going up or down from that area. All right? So that's the purpose of these candlesticks. Right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the charts, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about in real time, and we're going to break it down. All right? Before we get into the charts, I also want to talk about cash flow real quick, right? Cash flow trades. I like to say a cash flow trade is like between like 8 and like 15%, right? Maybe even 20%. Not every day are you going to smack 180, 200%, right? Consistently, right? And be in the profit. So some days you're going to have to take less than what you would have liked so that you can stay on the up and up. All right? I say this almost every day. Stop being greedy and stop being fearful. You got to balance out the two. Right? Stop being greedy. Right? Stop being greedy, y'all. Okay? I want you to treat this like a business. Right? If a customer comes into your business and you are charging, let's say you usually sell 5 hoodies, right? And you usually make $250 for one customer. And then 2 people come in and they don't want 5 hoodies, but one wants 1 and one wants 2. Are you going to tell them to leave? No. You're going to sell them the 1 or 2 hoodies, right? So it's the same thing in the market. And also think, if you have a job and let's say you make $150, $200 a day from your job working for 8 hours. If you up $150 in 20 minutes, why are you not taking that profit, right? Especially if it's starting to go in the opposite direction. Really just think about this stuff, right? So, cash flow trades. I just wanted to drop that in there as well because that's very important. So for me this morning, I got IWM for 12%. I got AMD for 14%. Right? Is that something to throw a party about? No. But I'm cash flow positive on the day, right? And then that allows you to be able to take, I don't want to say greater risk, but continuous risk in the market when you see a setup on, on the 30-minute or on an hourly later on in the day. Okay? An infinite amount of opportunities are going to present themselves in the market every single day. But you got to be able to have enough capital throughout the day to take advantage of those opportunities when you see it and it fits your criteria. All right? So, cash flow trades, keep that in mind. Now, let's go to the charts. And let's break this down. Okay? So, we got right here. So currently, this is APLD, but we're going to go to IWM, okay? So, let's go to the 15-minute time frame real quick, right? So remember what I said about the bigger this candlestick, the more likely that candlestick is going to test, right? So, as you can see, right here on the first 15-minute candlestick, we have a move to the upside right here, right? Okay, perfect. Now, look what happened. The very next candle, what did we do? We came right back down, okay? And then what did the stock try to do? Tried to retrace this candlestick right here. Y'all see what I'm saying? So it went up, When I see a big candlestick like this, I do not want to take calls because I'm expecting it to retrace and retest. Okay? So when you see a stock just go straight up very fast, I need you to expect it to pull back first, right? Doesn't matter the stock. And then look what happened. It came right back down. Why did it do that? Because the stock market is all about balance, right? The stock market is all about balance. I need you to get this inside of your head. The stock market is all about balance, okay? This right here was irrational, and it was a rational move. So what did the stock have to do? It had to balance itself out. So then, boom, it came right back down, okay? So this is why you get faked out, because you getting in at the top of this candle instead of letting it balance out first and then riding it back and letting it retrace back up, right? And then look what happened. I want you to pay attention, right? Pay attention to this area right here, okay? Pay attention to this area right here, okay? Now, what is all of this? It retraced this candle right here, right? But this candle retraced this candle right here, right? So it went up, closed above pre-market highs, rejected, came right back down, and then it came up here, came down, and then it pushed back up. Why? Because it was trying to retrace this candle right here, right? And a lot of people would see this candle and they would be like, I'm going to enter in the puts, right? That's what they would do. I'm going to enter in the puts. No, right? No, that's not how this goes. Because if you go to the 30-minute time frame, right? On the 30-minute time frame, it looks like it's going down, right? So watch this. Let me see something real quick. So it looks like the stock is going down. But if you understand that this is the low for pre-market outside of this right here, but this is a support level. There was an order block right here. Okay? There was an order block right here. It's not showing right now, but there was an order block right here. And this was a 2-up candle, right? Because this was a 2-up candle, even though it had a lot of selling pressure, right? A stock could try to retrace this right here as well. And that's exactly what it did. Okay? And then it retraced this candle, right? And then it balanced out. And then it was able to come to the upside. Right? Let's go to QQQ. Same thing, right? We got to move to the downside. Most people are going to get into puts right here. They're going to think the stock is going to continue to come down. They're going to get faked out. The stock retraces this candle right here, right? Comes right back up. Now they're like, oh, it's going to go up. Nope, right? We're at the 200 EMA. Have to retrace this candle right here. So it came right back down. And then it came up, right? Now it's trying to go higher, right? Let's go look at SPY, right? Same thing. Came down here, right? It looks like puts. Had to retrace right here. It retraced and it came higher. And then look what happened. Came right down here. It retraced half of this candle. And then it was able to go up once it balanced itself out. All right? Doesn't matter what the stock is, y'all. Right? It does not matter what the stock is. What matters is understanding how to read price action. That is the secret sauce. That is what's important. Okay? So when you guys are in the markets, when you try to enter into a trade in the first 3-4 minutes of the market, that's why sometimes you get cooked, right? I'm not saying don't enter in early in the market. Sometimes it works very well, but you need to know your levels and also your market structure, right? Your market structure is basically your levels, right? Your areas that stock could be going up, could be going down, breaking out from, right? And you also want to make sure that the stock is closing above or below the areas that you have charted out as support and resistance. Okay? So this is why fake outs are happening, and this is why they happen today, and they happen almost every day. Please understand that stocks are always trying to balance themselves out. All right? And when you see big red candles or big green candles, let them retrace first and then go in the direction that you were initially looking for the stock to go to. All right? So I hope that this video helped. If it did, let me know in the comments. Like I always say, make sure you get up out your head, go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right? And also remember, the more you study, the less you worry. All right? I appreciate y'all tapping in. I appreciate y'all time. All y'all have a great, great, great day. And all y'all stay smooth, man. Peace.